the second day in a row, I am in the exact same location in Teterboro, New Jersey. They have a BJ's Brewhouse located right next to a Texas Roadhouse. Both were surprisingly packed. I've only been here twice. I didn't really care for much on the menu, but they do serve burgers, so I wanted to try it and see if it was any good. A lot of times when I've been doing this burger run, people have been commenting the burgers here are underrated. So I said, you know what, let's spin back. The next day, we're at BJ's Brewhouse. I have one burger, I have a chicken sandwich, I have their most popular entree, because again, I'm not familiar with the restaurant, and then I have an order of wings as an appetizer. So that is what's on the agenda today. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes, and let's get into this video. So the first thing we got is these root beer glazed wings. Yes, they are root beers glazed. Now, BJ's is a brew house, but they also make their own sodas. So they have different sauces that they use. This sounds super interesting, so I wanted to try it out. These cost $17.99, which is kind of a rip for wings. Now, I don't know how many you get in here, but it does look like a pretty decent amount. But let's try one of these out. A lot of sauce on these. I like the fact they sauce these up real nice. The best thing I've had at BJ's. Yeah, not even close. Hold the hell on. I'm going right back in for another one. That's always a good sign. Also, there's about 10 in here. So at $17, about $1.70 a wing. $1.50 seems to be the midpoint where people start getting too expensive. But it is what it is. The sauce is super sticky. It's also really flavorful. It's really sweet. But it's got these nice notes of root beer coming through. But it's not overpoweringly root beer. It doesn't taste like I'm eating root beer. You just get these little notes of it. It almost resembles like a barbecue wing, but they made it with root beer, if that makes sense. The wings are cooked perfectly. Good bite integrity on these. They're sauced up like perfectly. I'm gonna tell you what, other than maybe Yard House, these might be the best wings I've gotten from any of these places. And not saying something. I have not been a fan of BJ's this entire time, but I think we found something that's pretty damn good. I also don't know if they're supposed to come with sauce because they don't have any, but I don't think they need any. I don't think you want to ruin these with ranch or blue cheese. They're not spicy at all. They're just got this nice sweet root beer glaze on it. Like, they're done. This is really good. I would tear these up. I am tearing these up. Really messy, but you want that in a wing. I have to stop. I'm over here digging in the little corners. They also gave me BJ's napkins. Stop. So it's going to be a minute before I wipe my damn hands off. See, normally this is where I pause the camera, because I'm like, people don't want to see me wipe my hands off. But then, sometimes people like the fact that I don't pause the camera, so we're going to just leave that in today. Normally I would edit that right the hell out. But these wings, again, other than Yard House, might be some of my favorite wings that I've had from any of these places. They're good enough that I would go to BJ's just to have these wings. If their burger hits, I was wrong about BJ's. Stop. This whole time. These, on a chain scale, get a 9. If I'm talking any wing, they still get an 8. They're very, very good. And it's a different sauce, and I love that. Well done. Now we're going to try the burger, and I got the, I guess, strangest burger that you could see, because all their burgers are just regular bacon, barbecue sauce, and then they had this one, which is their jalapeno burger. Now, it comes with red onions, lettuce, fried jalapenos, and of course their burger and pepper jack cheese. There's also a chipotle aioli on here, and you can ask for fries, but I wanted onion rings because I got fries with my chicken sandwich. Brioche bun, buttered up. I actually asked for this without red onions because I don't like eating a ton of raw onions. Again, raw onions. There's one time where I said I didn't eat a lot of raw onions, and I ate onion rings, and people were like, well, that's not the same. Raw onions. Difference. I don't like having a ton of them, so I did take some of those out. But let's try this jalapeno burger. Look at this big fried jalapeno right there. That's the bite. I can't tell if I like this burger because of everything that's on it or the burger itself. I asked for medium. This burger is more medium well, but when you take it out, sometimes it does continue to cook inside the container. I did order this and pick it up right when it was finished. I always get here before my order is done, but I won't hold that against them. Let me just take a piece of this burger off. That's some char on the outside. The burger tastes like it's made on a flame grill. And it's got a wonderful bark on it that you can only get when you flame grill something like that. But I know people always give me, I think salt pepper goes a long way. When it comes to burgers like this, I don't really mind that because there's other stuff going on. But if they cook this better, again, I can't really subtract from that because of the restaurant aspect when I took it out. But the jalapenos are spicy. They didn't membrane and seed it, so it's still got good spice in it. Got that red onion, which seemed to have a little bit of pickling spice on it. Good amount of pepper jack, and then that chipotle aioli gives you more of almost a cooling, but also a little bit of spice to it. Red Robin has a burger that's very similar to this, and I thought on paper it sounded really good. When I tried it, I thought it was trash. This is the version of it that you should try. I wouldn't say that this is the best burger, but it's definitely somewhere in the middle at the very least. Let's try one of these onion rings. The weirdest thing about this to me, as a brew house, you would think these would be beer battered, and they're not. They're breaded. I feel like beer battering would have been a slam dunk for this, and they didn't do it, but they're just plain breaded onion rings. There's not a lot of onion in here, though. You can see on the inside. Just kind of missing. But it goes well with the burger. I'm actually going to go in here and do a bite like this. This is a solid burger. Texas Roadhouse is right next door. Light years better of a burger, but I can see people liking this for the beer and the atmosphere and everything else that comes with being at a brew house. On a chain scale, I give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's right in that midpoint, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video, but it's definitely not a trash burger. Next up is their kickin' chicken sandwich, which is right here. It also comes with fries, but you know what fries are. This has a spicy sriracha slaw on it, along with their same chipotle aioli, and then some coleslaw. More coleslaw? Oh, it's right here. Okay, yeah, they give you coleslaw with it. It comes with coleslaw, and also that sriracha slaw. Let me get me a fork real quick so we can try the coleslaw, but the chicken is why we're really here. I try to get at least a burger and a chicken sandwich from all these places, but jeez. There you go. One more time. I don't know why I have to show it to you every single time before I chew it. They really love these giant buns. I almost feel like you get so much bread in this that it's hard to get everything else in every single bite. So I gotta get another bite here. I think the most disappointing thing about it, they call this a kickin' chicken sandwich. And it's advertised as supposed to have, a little bit of spice to it. Not only is there zero spice, but there's like zero seasoning on it. Even the chicken just tastes like they just threw some breadcrumbs on it and threw it in the fryer. With a spicy sriracha slaw, again, no spice, it just tastes like cabbage, which provides a nice crunch, but not much else than that. They didn't put a lot of that chipotle aioli on here compared to the other sandwich that I had. So, it's not even helping to flavor that. The chicken breast is a decent piece. It's all white meat. A little on the drier side. And I'm not the biggest fan of that chicken sandwich compared to the burger. This is the BJ's that I would remember more than anything. Let's try their fries as well. Nicely done. Just a little bit of salt on them. That's fine by me. They're nice and crispy, and they're cooked well. I feel like I need something that, you know what? No, I ain't got them. You can definitely dip that in something and get away with it, but this is, to me, a very bad sign. I'd rather have a Popeye's chicken sandwich than that. That's not that good. It's just a very, below average offering. Maybe we can help it out with some of this coleslaw. It looks like there's Dijon mustard in this coleslaw, so that might actually help. I'm gonna put a little bit on the top here, and then drop my fork, because we drop everything in this damn car. There's Dijon mustard in this coleslaw. There's mustard in it. I love mustard. This is different, but in a good way. It took what was a below average chicken sandwich and it carried it up to even being like a decent one. It almost tastes like honey mustard. It's a little sweet and a little mustardy, but it's not identical, but it does give you a honey mustard vibe. So with that crispy chicken sandwich that was kind of flavorless, it does bring it up. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be served on it. Very possible, but if you're going to get that, do not forget that coleslaw. That brings it up, honestly, to about a 5 or a 6. I'd say 5.5. And finally, this was on their most popular menu item. So this is their crusted Parmesan chicken. There's a lot of comparable things to this at places like Cheesecake Factory, Maggiano's, Yard House. So I wanted to have something where, how does it stack up? It does come with this garlic butter broccoli, as well as their mashed potatoes. It looks pretty decent. Now, the sauce on here is a lemon Chardonnay butter sauce. It comes with steamed broccoli and their white cheddar mashed potatoes. Sounds like a nice little combo. It reminds me of Grand Lux and Cheesecake Factory's chicken Madeira, I think it's called. Very similar to that. There's also, looks like there's some sun-dried tomatoes on this, but let's get a little bite of this chicken sandwich. This is a sandwich. I'll be tired, man. That's exactly what it reminds me of. The lemon sauce definitely has a nice little pop to it. A little bit of lemon zest. You combine that with that sun-dried tomato. The chicken's pretty crispy, pretty tender. There's like a Parmesan breading on this. Obviously, Parmesan crusted chicken. So, also that bite and that sharpness from that. Let's try these white cheddar mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, you have to be really bad at making potatoes to make bad mashed potatoes. You can't go wrong with chicken and potatoes, steak and potatoes, my kind of food. They're exactly what they sound like. There's just a hint of some white cheddar they probably dumped in at the end, and the same stuff you would get in normal mashed potatoes, so the heavy cream. I would have liked some garlic in there, but I'm nitpicking. Steamed broccoli. Steamed with just steam? Yeah, steamed with just steam. Listen, if I ask for steamed broccoli and they give me steamed broccoli, you can't complain about that. You know, some places you get that pleasant surprise, like Longhorn Steakhouse. When I ordered it, they had someone in the comments said it was like love sauce, which don't ever say that again. But they said it was like a lemon garlic butter, which is what I said in the video. So I think I got that one pretty right. Just, if that's really called love sauce, y'all need to change that name immediately, post haste. Like, don't call anything love sauce that you put on food ever. But I want to get a combined bite here. This is very solid. This is just like, when I think of these types of chain restaurants where they're charging you like $20, $25 a plate, they all serve a dish like this. Some suck, and some are very good. And this one is not the best, but it's definitely pretty damn good. You can see I keep going back for it. The chicken, compared to some places that they pound it out real thin, is a thicker chicken. These are like two big-ass chicken breasts. And I don't think you'll ever go wrong with something like this. Good sauce with the lemon. I have to stop eating this. I like this a lot. I think my favorite one that I've gotten of that one, if you can count Maggiano's, which is more of a chicken parm, would be that. And then maybe Cheesecake Factory. I don't know if Yard House has a variety. We got to try that. But this is up there. Chain scale 8.5, man. This is... I got no bite. When you see me going back, I'm about to hit you with a rest in peace, a Johnny Cochran line. If I see you going back, you know I had to attack. I don't know where that came from. Good sauce, man. That's good. It's very solid. BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse. You surprised me today. I have been a BJ's is overrated type of person, but like most restaurants, there's always some things that hit if it's like a decent place. And the burger was good, but the wings and this, like, I would go there and I would get that. And one of their draft, like, I don't really drink, so I'd probably get a root beer, to be honest. I'm not a big drinker. But I'd be down to try one, like, why the hell not kind of thing. Quick editor's note, because I forgot to actually continue my rankings. I never ranked the damn burger, so this is me at the end. I already cleaned up my car and said, I forgot. At number 1, we still have Texas Roadhouse. At number 2, we still have Longhorn Steakhouse. At number 3, we still have Buffalo Wild Wings. I know good and hell well they didn't just try to open Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. And at new number 4, we have BJ's Brewhouse. I would put it at number 4. At number 5, we have Chili's. At number 6, we have Applebee's. At number 7, we have Red Robin. And at a distant number 8, the video title was the worst burger at any chain, is Bahama Breeze. It's a pile of ass. It's a pile of ass. It looked like a... Just don't get the burgers there. People were talking about that Jamaican jerk pasta, which I had in a video before that. A lot of y'all didn't see those videos that came out last year, but I didn't like it. Sorry. I wasn't a fan of that either. I'm not mad if you like something, bro. If you like it, I love it for you. But that's going to be the end of the video again. Back to original me. You got this far, you probably know that the Yap sessions and stuff like that. I put out 2 videos today. I'm probably going to put out a 3rd one on my 2nd channel. It's a lot easier. So if you like those Yap sessions and stuff, there's just going to be more content on that channel. When there's food content, I only have one stomach. If I could, I would make 4 food videos a day. But I'd like to be here by the time I hit 40. And I can't do that. So I put out 2 videos today. I did a recap of The Last of Us, which I really enjoy. I also put out like a little vlog kind of thing. I'm trying to vlog much more frequently, just where I'm just going to prop the camera up when I feel like talking and talk no matter where I am. So yesterday it just happened to be in the car when I was waiting for my Texas Roadhouse. And it's just going to be that kind of stuff. But a lot of people have enjoyed that. I'm enjoying making that content. I just can't put it on this page because this is a food. So I just had to do the more King Scratch. This is what it's called. I know I'm being obnoxious plugging it, but people still can't find it. And I get asked I look in the comment section of any video I put out in the last week, and people go, you should plug your 2nd channel, or where's the link to the 2nd channel? The link is in the description. It's always been there, and it's always going to be there. But I think right now it's somewhere at like maybe 5,000 subscribers already, which is really like, thank you. But I'm going to keep doing those videos too. I enjoy making content, and I wanted to make more content outside of the food space. So if you're interested in that stuff, I'll see you there. If not, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me here. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man, and hand signs. They made it to YouTube.